I noticed that there's a piano right behind you.
There is.
Is that just a coincidence, or are you...
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
I sort of took advantage of the moving in with my parents thing, and I took this career I've been a piano teacher and early childhood teacher for almost 40 years now.
Oh, wow.
I'm in my early 50s, but I started young. And I kind of did this now or never thing and thought, okay, if I don't have to pay my mortgage quite as, if I don't need quite as much financial support, I'm going to go for it. And I started a couple of unusual musical offerings. So I'm a pianist, obviously. I hope that I just made that clear because I'm not super concise in this setting.
No, that's okay. No, you put the main information at the end, but that's fine. In editing, we can put the main information up front. No. I'm a pianist, but then I also... So you're a pianist, and do you teach kids the piano, or do you teach them all kinds of music?
I do teach piano because it's kind of like the easiest, place to put up a sign and say, hey, help me with my career and allow me to connect with kids. So that's really important. Then I also do this thing called intuitive composing, where I compose personal soundtracks for people based on, I guess, my intuition, my years of studying and being immersed in music.
Wait, so are you saying that you could talk to me for a little bit, get a sense of who I was, and then compose a song about me?
Let's do this.
I can, yes.
And
it's crazy. I know.
It's not crazy. I absolutely believe you could do it. What kind of song what would the song sound like?
The Jaws theme.
No, that's not the Jaws theme.
The Halloween theme.
Okay, everyone has... Yay! That one's actually... I think it's actually a combination of the two.
Yeah.
The sixth thing is...
Can you play the bass and the...
Oh my God! Yes! Oh my God! Margaret, that is
Amazing.
me!
That is
me, menacing and clownish at the same time.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Well, it's funny because I really worked not to write it or create anything for you guys, even though I knew I was going to be on the show until the weekend it just came to me. And Conan, I'll be honest, now I don't know if I should say Conan or Conan.
No, whatever you as long as it don't said with respect and love, I'm fine.
Is Bugs Bunny, Carl Stalling. I just kept thinking.
What does that sound like?
Do you guys know?
I know Carl Stalling.
Yeah, I know.
Did you watch Bugs Bunny?
Yes, but which tune specifically?
Well, any of them, because I feel like you could be followed around by a because you do it in your podcast.
Margaret, it's funny you say that about Bugs Bunny and how the Bugs Bunny themes and background music remind you of me, because I've always thought I was a cartoon character. That I've felt that way my whole life.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, so that's a very apt perception.
I was an avid cartoon watcher, and your Bugs Bunny was the thing. And when you tend to do those like da 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 da, and you go into the funny accents like the here, see, I don't want to, you live in that. I swear you live in a live world of Carl Stalling.
Yes, I do, Margaret, and you just showed me myself, and now I'm filled with dread.
Oh no!
I don't want to be near that guy. Hey, check it out, Sona. Peak Design. I want to talk about them. They make travel gear that adapts to any trip, designed to help you create, commute, and explore.
Oh, it's nice.
It's incredible. Gear that's known for being meticulously engineered, ruggedly designed, responsibly made, and guaranteed for life. Guaranteed for life!
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's like a wedding vow.
Yeah. Oh.
It's incredible. They sent us this backpack. It looks really nice. It's a nice color. It's got a tech pouch. Keep all your cool tech stuff in there. Yep, well, that's nice. These guys are funny. They put the Mac and Me DVD in here. Paul Rudd will be thrilled. It's incredible. But I never travel without the Mac and Me DVD. I like these guys. Peak Design. And if you want to find out more, visit peakdesign.com/Conan for 20% off your first order. That's massive.
That is pretty good.
And then you can hit the road knowing You got peak design with you, and there's no better traveling companion. I just made up a little catchphrase for them. You know what I love, Margaret? I love that you're working with kids and you're making this music, and you say intuitive music. So are they always using instruments, or are they using stuff other than instruments sometimes to make music?
Okay. Well, so the intuitive composing is the one of the things I'm offering. And the other thing, when I'm working with early childhood, so children that are 5 and under, it's called music in nature. And the intuitive side of that is just working with what is around and following the sort of the children as they explore, and then creating activities based on that. So, for example, we're out in a natural park, and if the children, if we find sticks, we're using the sticks, and we're playing drums on the trees, or we're playing a graded fence xylophone, and we're sort of touring the park. And I'm creating, I obviously have a lot of songs I've created and activities to lead, but if something, occurs to a child, or even sometimes a parent, then I just, change gears and try to follow their lead in that respect.
That sounds kind of fascinating, because what you're doing is taking anything around you that's found and then showing kids this can be music, or if not music, we can make noises with this. And then it's actually probably the most simplest form of creativity, and a great thing for kids to learn, I would think.
Well, yeah, I think so, because arguably, just in any art, like any sound is music, right? And so what's fascinating too is you can teach children so many things. Like we spend a lot of time at the river, and so right now in Calgary, we've got a lot of ice on the river's edge. So if we can yank pieces of ice off and we can, hit the rocks with them, they make these incredible exploding sounds. But at the same time, children, their little brains, they're learning about the physics, if we throw things, how things land.
I hope they're also learning stay away from an icy river. Are there parents that get worried? Are there parents that get worried about the kids, and you're saying, "Hey, jump into that canyon and try and see if you can find something to make music out of"?
This is the woman that also sent her kids packing at 7.
Let's walk on this really thin ice and see how many cracks we can make.
I know. Matt just pointed out you're told your kids to get lost at 17.
I'm pretty careful. 19.
Well,
No. There's a guest room. There's a guest room here for them.
Oh yeah, always nice to have a guest room. For
sort of a couch.
5-year-old.
There's a couch.
Your 5-year-old.
Hey, 5-year-old, we got you a guest room for when you're not working at the docks.
I'm busy writing intuitive music, so you're gonna have to sleep in a guest room.
Yeah. I got to go out and throw some rocks together.
So say today, like we're in a freeze melt pattern, the extremes, right? And so today I had little kids that were in their rubber boots and rain suits, and holding my hands. We were literally walking in the river. The temperatures. I guess it's in the high 50s right now. Speaking your language of Fahrenheit.
Well, we are
which is very warm.
We are the dominant empire, so.
My God!
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, we're like the Rome.
One country.
Well, you're welcome to your strange methods, Celsius and such. But
we really have our shit together.
Well, we do. We invented the ring ding.
Ring ding.
What?
It's a cake. It's a little cake. You know what a ring ding is? You ever had a ring ding before?
You mean a ding dong?
No, there's
You mean a ring pop?
No, there's a ring ding, isn't there?
I don't know what a ring ding is.
A ring ding?
Yeah,
know
look
a
up a
ding
ring
dong.
ding.
Ring ding?
I thought there was a ring ding.
I don't know.
Oh, this is important that we get to the bottom of this.
I don't know, as long as...
This is the kind of stuff we worry about here in America,
And
Margaret.
This is what
Yeah.
we
Yeah. No, ring dings. That's it right there.
That looks like
So it's a
ding dong.
knockoff ding dong?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we knew of ring dings, and I think that's what they had maybe in our area. Well, I didn't
Is a
know
ding
about...
dong
A ding dong
Ding
is
dong.
like a legit version of one
I
of
love
those.
ding
Yeah,
dongs.
me too.
It's a little cake
Is it like a Twinkie?
covered
Okay,
with chocolate,
all
and
right.
then there's a cream filling.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
the same thing as a ring ding.
okay.
I think in our area we had ring dings.
Yeah, but you're in our area
Yeah,
now.
excuse
so
me.
here it's a ding dong.
And it's a
Those
ding
are
dong.
dong territory.
I think they're different. I bet they're different companies.
different companies.
Yes.
Hostess and then whatever
Drake's.
Yeah.
Drake's cakes.
dog
I
and
believe.
pony shit.
No,
makes that.
Drake's cakes. Please.
No one cares. No one cares.
Look, we got to the...
God.
You know what's sad,
Hostess
Margaret?
is the dominant empire.
At least.
Margaret,
Yes.
The thing I love about this interview is that we got to the crux of who Margaret is, which is that
A ring ding?
ding-dongs are made by Hostess and ring-dings are made by Drake's Cakes.
Correct.
That's all. And I knew that's what we were going to talk about the minute I knew that you worked
I was hoping we'd go
doing
in that
natural
direction.
music with children. Well, these kids sound kind of hardy. Like they get out there. You know, sometimes
Well,
these days
that's the
parents
hard part, yeah.
parents are too. Not Sona, but a lot of parents are too worried about their. No, a lot of parents these days are too worried about their kids and rough play.
Yes.
Sona, not so much.
Yeah.
She often doesn't know where they are.
idea.
That's true. I found them in the mall. Remember when I found your kids just wandering the parking lot of a mall?
Yeah, they were just in the parking lot.
Yeah, and you had given them each a knife and told them go get dinner.
Yeah, they were going, Mama, Mama.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
And then you rented out their room. Margaret.
Sona probably knows that nowadays there's a huge amount of information around risky play and how important it is for kids, which makes me laugh because I'm closer to Conan's era. Risky play was just go outside and don't come back until dinner time.
Yes,
right?
that's it.
But
Yes.
nowadays it's contrived. So I happen to be in a great spot with my year-round music and nature program to encourage parents, you know, because resilience is the other catchphrase that parents are using right now. We want to teach resilience, which I would say is, you know, a mother of a 19 and 20-year-old that probably was too in their face. You know, I think it's a good thing that we're hopefully going in the other direction.
I was of the generation where your parents never knew where you were. You wandered around. If someone invited you to get into a van, you just did. And if you were gone,
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
no, and if you were gone for a couple of
held out
months,
some ring dings and you went
yeah,
right in.
they'd give you a ring ding and you get all sleepy, and then you'd wake up in a different state.
We're having lag again.
But what I'm saying is that's the world I grew up in, and it was a better time. It was a better world.
Frozen.
Someone's. What did you put in this ring ding? I'm not taking that ring ding. I'll take the untainted ding dong.
Right? We're recording.
This is the dumbest. By the way, Margaret, it's not your fault. This is the dumbest conversation we've ever had. It's gone off the track more. It's completely not linear in any
That's
way.
true,
Yeah.
but still, ding dongs.
So
are
much
better
so
than
her
ring
computer
dings.
is like defying
Yeah, her
to be a part of it.
Oh, I thought she was just staring at us, trying to
No.
figure out. Okay, I
Well,
think we can
clearly
keep this
we have
part.
more
Yes.
stuff we need to talk about with ring dings and ding dongs while
Let's
she's
just-
getting back to us.
Margaret's Zoom froze. While that's happening, we're going to continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why we should stop, but it froze, and it's probably something to do with. Look, I'm not saying it's because of the connection in Calgary. It could be something's wrong with the telecommunications here in Los Angeles. I'm not going to assume that it's one or the other. I just do know that this is Eduardo's job, and he's not doing it.
Maybe they are inferior.
Yeah, who knows? Well, the important thing is that we're together, and while she...
I have a ding dong story.
Hold on, I bet you do.
I want to hear this.
No, but what I'm saying is this gives us a
not
chance to
good.
talk about ring dings and ding dongs while Margaret's not on. Go. Tell your ding dong
it's not
story.
a good story.
Well, I like it.
All
My
right,
dad
I'm
worked-
back.
No!
it's
Hold
okay.
on, Margaret. Just
Margaret,
pause for a second.
while
We
you
gotta-
were-
I want to hear the
This
ding
is a
dong
really,
story.
It's, a really,
Yeah.
it's not even a story. It's
Go
a really
ahead.
quick thing my dad used to say. He used to work in a catering warehouse for lunch trucks, and
Yep.
we'd always call him and be like, "Can you bring us some ding dongs and donuts?" And he'd always say, "I already have 2 ding dongs at home." That's what I think of every
See,
time I
that,
think
that
of ding
wouldn't
dongs.
work with ring rings.
Yeah,
or whatever.
No,
yeah.
ring
You got-
dings.
Whatever. But the point is, you can't even have
I
fun
called
with it.
my father once at his lab, and I said, "Dad, can you bring some ring dings by Drake's when you come home?" And he said, "Fuck you, I'm working." Isn't that a charming story, too? That's a charming story. It's just as charming as your story.
Hey,
Oh, my dad, what a
the
scamp.
70s.
It's a different time.
Margaret, it's probably time.
Oh, this is the hardest I've seen Sona laugh in a long time.
He just pushed the mic towards you.
Get all those laughs. Get those
He
laughs.
runs on laughs.
I want those laughs.
Oh my god.
I hate when she hides from a mic when she's laughing.
Oh, God.
Those are golden.